Good afternoon and welcome back to the workbench. As might be obvious from this and the title, I'm going to open some things that I bought. And I couldn't really think of anything else to do, so I thought I'd just open this pile of stuff I bought from eBay and AliExpress over the past few weeks. Bought most of it as a Christmas present to myself, basically. And just some stuff I kind of need and stuff for different projects, obviously. So yeah, just gonna have a look at that and see what's in it. I also thought it might be amusing to read out what the shipping labels say and compare that to the actual contents, because some of them often don't make any sense and are quite amusing. So let's have a look and see what's in this. So I'll start with this one because I know what's in this and it's not electronics related, so I'll get it out of the way first. But just for interest's sake of opening something, I might as well show it anyway. Let's see. There we go. Some books. So these are there we go. It's a poetry book there. It's out of a set of 6 things. I think also have a set of various things. Something else. I think short stories. I've already got a few of these books. They're from the 70s. I believe. So I think there's some more sort of short story stuff or something. Anyway, I've been sort of collecting them, so found these on eBay. Bought them. So anyway, there we go. And this stuff should all be electronics. If anyone is interested in that, I'm sure you are. Okay, well this one also is probably quite obvious. Apparently it is electric soldering irons. Well, it's probably not electric soldering irons. It's probably one part of an electric soldering iron. Should be the handpiece for a T12 Heiko based soldering station thing, which I'm going to attempt to DIY my own one of. So let's just see. I've taped this one up quite well. Oh, there we go. Let's see how this has come out. Okay, in a box we've got some more of the traditional Chinese foam. We've got... Oh, actually, do I even need to undo this? I can just pull it out the end. There we go. Yeah, looks like a soldering iron handpiece. Looks quite good. I bought one of the sort of more expensive aluminium ones. And here's one of the tips which I bought earlier as well. It's a T12 style. This one's a 3.2mm chisel tip. This is one of the cartridge based ones. It has the heater and the sensor all integrated into one thing, so better thermal performance and higher power than say this 936 style thing. So might be quite good. I also bought it because of the ability to get different style of tips with like quite large bits on the end, because obviously with something like this you have this sleeve that has to go over the tip like that, so the tip can only be as big as anything that'll fit through this hole. But with the other style, with this T12 one, the tip just slides straight in the end of the handle, so you know, the tip can be any shape, any size it wants to be. It could be 3 feet wide. You know, you could stick it. I mean, that wouldn't make any sense, but you know, it's not limited by any other part of the thing. You just stick it straight in the thing. So it can be any shape, any size. It can be like, you know, quite a wide thing. So yeah, it gives you some extra options and hopefully better thermal performance. So that'll be quite useful. So I've got those. I've already got a nice big 24 volt transformer to drive this with, and I'm working on a design for a circuit board to put together a little sort of open source controller that I'll put together, and then I just need to get a box for it. But yeah, that should be quite useful. So what else have we got? This, well, I've already actually opened this, but I'll open it again. This is some more of the UV resist film. Like I said, I had some of this. I've just about run out with all of that. So I bought another roll of this. This is actually a roll, so it's not some folded up pieces of offcuts that I got before. So this should actually be quite good, better condition. I'll when I get around to making the board for this and some other stuff I'm doing, I'll give this a test out and see how it works. But I imagine it's pretty much the same as stuff I already had, so that's pretty good. I'll stick it back in the bag though, you know, keep the light off it as much as possible. So you can just go over there. But this is the stuff that I'm not sure exactly what it is. So, oh yeah, I was meaning to read the labels on these. That's right. Yeah, this one is amusingly described as a PCB board. Well, it's not really a PCB board at all, is it? But it's got something to do with PCBs, for making them anyway, so I suppose there's that. What's this one? This one is a, well, this one's a bit obvious. Mini LED display bits V voltmeter pane. Well, it's not super sensible, but hey, should be pretty obvious what that is, I guess. It's a voltmeter. I did in fact order one, and there it is. It's a voltmeter. It's in an anti-static bag, so you probably can't see it very well, but it's similar to those ones I bought before, but just a bit bigger. I'm going to use this on my electronic load project. That's the circuitry up there for it. This will be showing the load voltage of the loaded supply. Put that on there, and also I'm going to have an ammeter as well. So there's that. What else? What's this one? Potentiometer knobs. 14, apparently. Well, that's interesting, because I only ordered 10. Assuming they are potentiometer knobs. Apparently there's 14 of them, but I expect that is not correct. Let's see. 14 millimeters. Yes, that makes more sense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, 10 knobs, 14 millimeter size. It's plain black plastic. Nothing particularly interesting about that. Yeah, they're knobs. They came from AliExpress, and they look like they should work. Let's just see if they actually look sensible. Yeah, they got the splines in them. Hard to show that on camera, but hey. Let's see if they fit on a thing. There we go, there's one of them. Yep. Fits well, fits snug, nice and tight, not loose, doesn't fall off. Seems to be quite good, yeah. Not bad. Not bad at all. I don't know, I think those are like 90 cents or something, so yeah, quite nice. What's this one? I'm not doing too well at this, am I? This is a metal wire finger guard 92mm CPU fan, DC fan, grill guard protector for PC silvery ×2. So that's also probably quite obvious as to what that is. Well, they're fan grills. That's not surprising. But yeah, there we go. Okay. What about this one? Oh, that's interesting. Description of contents. Accessories 047. Okay, That's very vague and it's very flat, and I don't know what that actually is. Okay. It's probably... maybe it's some... maybe some nuts I bought. Or some... no, I don't know. Not sure. Let's see. Ah! It is. It's some nuts. I'm good at guessing these, aren't I? Alright. Yeah. Should be M4, I believe. Should be 10 of them. Yep. So yeah, M4 nuts. Steel, probably. Yeah. That's for mounting the fans that will go for these. The plot thickens. What's this? Description of contents. Electronics. Well, you couldn't get more broad than that. What shall I guess this is? Not sure. This could be a... could it be... not sure. It's it's a looks like, I can get this out. Yeah, it's a little 6-digit multiplexed 7-segment LED display, which I bought for a project and then realised after ordering it that it wasn't going to work, so I had to buy 2 3-segment ones. I mean 2 3-digit ones instead of 1 6-digit one. But this should be useful for something, I imagine. Yeah, I'll make a video. I'll have to make a video on this, finding out the pinout, because I have absolutely no idea what it is. I mean, the auction... I don't think the auction actually stated what the pinout was. I mean, obviously you're going to have, like... what are you going to have? You should have 8 pins, 1 for each segment and 1 for the decimal point, and then you should have another 8 pins for the common cathode or anode. I think this is common anode, for each 6 of the digits, and then you multiplex them. But yeah, as to what the which pin is which exactly, I have no idea, because they didn't say. But that's half the fun, so that'll be interesting. Alright, what's this one? Expansion board module. That's also quite vague. This could be breadboards, although it's a bit heavy. I think it's heat sinks. Yep, it's heat sinks. A pair of heat sinks, which are all jammed together very tightly. Okay, let's see if I can pry them apart. That might work. Yes, the shipping on these sort of jam them together quite well. There we go. So, pair of heat sinks. This is what I'm going to use for my secondary power supply, benchtop power supply. Yeah, like I said, I wanted 2 of them. I got this one, but I want another one so I can have 2 lots of adjustable voltages. It's kind of annoying when you want, say, 5 volts and 12 volts at the same time, and then you've got only one thing. So, yeah, that's for that. So these are heat sinks. Yes. Okay, so yeah, like half the stuff I've bought hasn't arrived yet, so this is just like some of it. This is well, these are heat sinks apparently. So yeah, these are probably more heat sinks. Hopefully. They feel like heat sinks. Are they heat sinks? Yes, they are heat sinks. Smaller heat sinks, different heat sinks, but still heat sinks. These are for something else. A little project I've got, which includes an audio amplifier in it. This will be for heat sinking the amplifier chip. And this one is electrical parts, also very vague. And I'm really not sure what they are. It's quite small. It's curved, round sort of shape. I think it's a potentiometer. I think that's my guesses. Because it's kind of cheating, because I know what I've ordered, so it's kind of not hard to guess what things are when you have a list of what you've actually got. Oh no, I was wrong. This is in fact a rotary switch. Very similar to a potentiometer, I suppose, but it is in fact a rotary switch, so there we go. This is... what is this for? Ah yes, this is for the same project that this heatsink is for. I bought two because it was cheaper to buy two. Well, not cheaper, but it was a good value to buy two, so I did. Have one spare. The only thing with these is I'm going to have to drill and tap some holes for mounting the chips on in that. So that'll be fun, that'll be something to do at some point. Because yeah, if you want like pre-drilled, pre-tapped ones and stuff, it's a lot more expensive, but it's not hard to do that yourself, so that's what I'll do. So here we go, yes, a rotary switch. I think 8 position, 12 position, 1 pole. I think that is. Yeah, that's for a thing, so yeah, anyway. Well, that was interesting. A bunch of electronic goodies, so yeah, a couple of heat sinks, a couple more heat sinks, rotary switch, whoops, fan grills, nuts, an LED display that I'm not going to use for anything at the moment, some knobs, and soldering iron bits, and also this voltmeter. So yeah, that's some stuff I can play around with, and hopefully do a video on that, several of these things eventually when I get around to getting all the other stuff and everything I want. So yeah, I can test this voltmeter out I guess at some point and see if that works. Should work. The question is, do these knobs fit this switch? Because if they don't, that'll be annoying. I specifically bought these knobs so that one of them will go on the switch. So yeah, let's see if that works. It'll be very useful if that actually happens. Let's see. Does it fit? Yep, pretty tight, but it fits. It's a rotary switch. It goes click. And now I'm trying to get the knob off. Oh, that's pretty tight on there. But hey, that's good. Stops your knob falling off. You never want that to happen. Alright then. Well, that was a bit of a fun bit of Christmas presents to myself. So, probably not the most interesting video in the world, but oh well. I'll see you next time.